Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Into the Red Rabbit Hole. I'm your host, Nighthawk. I'll be, and Eric will be on here shortly. So let me get through the disclaimer, and then I've got a couple announcements I want to go through. All right, this channel may use some copyrighted materials without specific authorization of the owner, but contends that it falls under the Fair Use Act. That is the Copyright Act of 1976. Nighthawk High Strangeness podcast channel and all podcasts on the channel do declare fair use of any and all content, that's any and all content, including the music, to be used for the sole purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, parody, and general knowledge only. And let's not forget, it has an entertainment value. So, under subsection under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, otherwise known as the Fair Use Act. Okay, let me get that off of there for you all. All righty, let's see here. Let's see if I can find something better to put on there. Okay, first off, I want to dedicate this show to my good brother that recently passed away that I found out about today, of all days. Tombstone, Tom, as I like to call him, from Australia. He was a moderator for our channel. He was more than that. He was a brother, and he will be sorely missed. We can all that have been a part of this channel can contest what kind of character he was. He was a funny, fun-loving, but a serious paranormal investigator. So I never heard Tombstone have a bad word to say about anybody. And he will be missed. So let's keep vigilant, the village alert of it, and try to carry on without him. It's going to be rough, but let's make him proud because he is watching us. So anyways, that being said, I'm going to bring Eric on, and we're going to get into the subject of reptilians, UFOs, and about anything else I want to talk about tonight, because I got to get my mind off of this whole mess this whole week has been. So, Eric, how are you doing, brother?
Still in daze at the moment.
Yeah, I know. I know. I think for the first part of this show, everybody, we're just going to take it easy because it's still a blow to us about Tombstone. Because both Eric and I were pretty close to him, and we talked to him quite a bit, so it just really sucks. So, but we're gonna change the format up a little bit. We're going to talk. I got a couple trail cam pictures I want to go over with everybody and see what everybody thinks about these, whether they believe that they're fake or if they think they're real, if they think they're AI created. Or whatnot. I know the truth on some of these, which I'm going to pop up the first one. Okay. And it goes something like this. Okay. Now, can anybody tell me out there what they think this is and how they think it was captured on film?
If that's real, that's dog man.
Give you an idea. Let me see. Hey, Scott, how we doing, brother? David, good to see you. Griff, good to see you. Let's see.
Man, that's pretty interesting little photo here.
Yeah. Juno, good to see you.
Ozzy Sue, hey.
Yeah, Ozzy Sue, good to see you. Yeah, David, I wouldn't say it's AI, but I will tell you it's out of a movie. Okay. This one is from a movie. It's a still from a movie called Dog Soldiers, where they were running through the trees stuff after the soldiers that were trying to get away. So that's what this is from, folks. So yeah, it almost fooled me too until I remembered the movie scene, and I went back and looked at it, and yep, sure enough, the exact same image. So let me see here. Let me pop another one up here, okay? Let me see. How about
I haven't
this
seen
one?
that movie yet. I need to. Whoa.
How about that one?
That almost looks like a cross between a mandrill, dogman, goat, something.
Yeah. Well, this actually
Hopefully
was
it's something I can.
captured off of somebody's camera. This
No
actually
kidding.
was captured. This is a legit photograph. But I've been trying to figure out if that's a costume or not. And I've been trying to find, some type of way to just to take that apart and pick it apart and everything. But I haven't found anything yet on it. But I'm still analyzing it. So you got to give me another day. So I'll put it through the
Well, I mean,
rigmaroles of my computer, and we'll go from
that's
there.
kind of what I was thinking. That was a costume at first. I was like, man, did I have? I know I had some wild times when I partied when I was younger, but I hope it ain't one of my offsprings.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that gets me that it seems to be a costume is the nails. Look at the claws on the end of the hand there.
Yeah.
They're too straight to be a dog's, okay, or any canine. That's what gets me. Okay. Now, if say this is
Mine
a
was the
werewolf,
face.
if this is a werewolf, and half man and half human, then they would make sense that they would have straight claws, okay, and not the
Yeah,
curved claws of a
Rougarou.
dog. So, and the ears, although if this was a werewolf, the ears wouldn't be on top of the head. The ears would be on the
Mm.
side of the head. So
You'd
if
almost
this
think
was a
if
werewolf,
that's real, that's like you'd think if that's real, that'd be like a demon. That to me, if that is real, that screams more demon than it does anything.
yeah, true, very true. Okay, I'm gonna pop
I don't.
something else up here. Let me see what everybody in the chat's saying first. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, it is a sad thing about Tombstone. Dedicating this show to him, so looks like a mask to me, but that is just my first reaction to it. Yeah, Griff, I agree. But I still got to put it through the rigmaroles of testing it on the computer programs that I've got, just to make sure, because between AI coming into our lives and the faking that's going on, and the people coming into our chats and our podcasts that mock at us and just the trolls, that kind of thing. I want to make sure that this is a legitimate photograph, so I'm going to give it about 2 days. I'm going to run it through programs and see what I can find. But I gave you my initial thoughts on it. So, but I just something about those nails on that hand just doesn't set right with me. So
Yeah, I mean that's to me, it's the nails and the face. That's the two things that really step it out for me. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong too. It could be something we didn't even know was there.
yeah, and it could be something completely not a dog man or a werewolf. It could be just hell, it could be a goat for all I know, staring at us. Until I blow it up and do some of the tweaks to it to take a better look at it. Check the
Does it say
shadowing
where it
out.
came from?
No, it does not. That's the other thing. So,
I'm trying to remember where the Goat Man stories come from. I can't remember off the top of my head.
well, I can tell
I
you, they
guess I can
come
look
from
that up real
Maryland,
quick.
Maryland and Kentucky.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking it was around Kentucky, Illinois, but okay, so Maryland, Kentucky, yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
that
Scott,
is,
it's a blow to everybody. Hey, Penny, good to see you, Penny.
yeah, man.
Penny Van's in the house.
Overbuilt. Hello.
Thank you, Penny, for stopping by.
You want a pretzel? There you go. Sorry, feed my little murder monster at my heels.
That's okay. Overbuilt, good to see you. Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows why or how he passed. I'm guessing it was either a COVID related type of a thing or RSV, because that RSV took away a very good friend of mine, their son, and it's heartbreaking. I mean, that RSV is not good. So, but yeah, it's sad. As soon as we find out something, we'll let everybody know. Especially if you're part of the Weirdo Warrior chat group, you'll definitely know. So,
David, you're right. You know, Toombs, me and DA used to pick on each other, calling each other Bogan brothers. You know, we're the Bogans. Yeah, that's the Aussie term for hillbilly. So, yeah,
yep.
it's I never got a chance to meet him in person, but a lot of good laughs, buddy.
Yeah, him and I, we talked all the time too on Messenger and through email. So he's going to be sorely missed. So
very much so. Have you had any new reptilian sightings you've heard about yet?
No, not offhand. Hey, Corey, good to see you, Corey.
Speaking of which,
no, not offhand. I've been a little busy with some other things. I've been, you all know I had tests planned to do Monday. I had an MRI that was going to be done on the brain stem back here where the mass is. And then they were going to do a CT scan of my heart because I might have had a stroke. And they were going to put a heart monitor on me. Well, come to find out that the insurance that I have, which is crap, the only way I would be able to do it is if I could come up with $992. That's my basic 20% of the charges for all three of those things going on Monday. So I had to cancel them. So, life goes on. I just, I'll just have to save up as much as I can and I guess try to punch them out one at a time, So.
Yeah, just to pick the best first. Well, I've actually got, this is actually going to be on my Trolls video Sunday night, but these type of trolls are reptilian-like. And I actually got a photo, if it's real, is a very recent sighting.
Yeah, I'm a vet, Griff, but the Veterans Administration doesn't cover cancer. So they always put it out. So, and the only other insurance I have other than being a military status vet that would go to the hospital is basically my Medicare. So that's where the 20% comes in.
I want to throw this picture up here that I found the other day. Get that come down. Tell me what y'all think. I haven't found that this is fake yet. I was looking at some news article thing. This was caught down in Mississippi by a fisherman. Now they call this a river troll, which if you actually look at a river troll, they look reptilian like. What do you guys think? You see him right there in the middle.
I don't know. To me, honestly, it looks like it smacks of just your typical alligators. Looks like there's two of them there because you can see the eyes
does.
shine.
The one thing I kind of found interesting. Let me pop back up. You can almost see the chest cavity right underneath the mouth. You can see the nose, the mouth right under the two eye shines. It almost looks like a chest cavity right there. And then, of course, the top of his head with the face.
I still say that's the snout of the gator, though. I just smacks gator to me. I mean, I've been in them swamps before, so it just smacks gator to me. Or it very well could be a gate because gator type reptilian people have been spotted, so it could be even something along that lines. So here's another one I wanted to bring up to everybody.
Yeah.
What you all think about that?
Whoa.
That to me smacks of like maybe a harpy, a banshee, maybe.
Well, the one on my right, I was thinking ghoul.
Yeah, but that's the same image, though, I believe. It's just at a different angle.
Is it? Oh, because the one on the left looked different than the one on the right. That's what I was thinking. Wow.
Yeah, that's very creepy. You definitely don't want to meet something like that in a dark alley. So,
heck no. That is, I can see harpy on that. I mean,
yeah, I mean something along that lines, maybe. And that is a legit picture. I don't know. That was put on NVTV, and they're claiming it's legit. And from what I can gather and find out on it, it is legit. So it's a trail cam picture. It's just two of them side by side. They've had all kinds of activity at this person's place. Okay, here's the next one now. This one is interesting to me. That one. What do you think about that? Yep. And to tell you the truth, the ones that I've actually had action with, as far as the Bigfoot go, that head crest is exactly perfect the way it is. So either somebody did their research and made an exact costume, especially the crown of the head, or that's a real picture. So, but that's exactly how that head looks.
Yeah, I mean that screams. It looks, judging by the scenery in the background, I'd almost say it's a juvie.
Yeah, I would say it's probably a juvenile. Doesn't have the mass that the adults would have.
So, no, it don't. I mean, and look at it's like with the brush and the trees and everything else around it. I mean that almost screams juvie.
Yep.
Oh crap! I forgot to turn this on. No, I didn't.
All right. Let's see. And I got another one here. I'm going to pop up. Actually, two of them. But this one I'm going to pop up. I want to see if you all can see it. You see the figure back in the back that I circled? Right where the person's looking at in the picture. See the way the guy's head is turned towards that direction of the trees where the circle is?
I mean, unfortunately, with that small screen, to me, it looks like a huge ass bear.
That's what I thought too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm going cave bear, cave bear.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm just not sold 100% um on the bear thing, but there are good sized wolves out there. And the dire wolves we know are still around because everybody's been reporting them. So I would say that
Yeah.
if it is some type of a canid, it's going to be a dire wolf type of a canid where it's just a big wolf. A big wolf is all it
That
is,
thing
really,
is,
or a
yeah,
bear.
that thing's massive. Yeah, because I mean, for me, the screen's a little small, and all you can do is it makes it look like a bear from here. But man, that's still either way, that is a cool picture.
Yeah, that is a good capture. It is a good capture. But yeah, as far as any cryptid, though, I don't believe it's a cryptid. I really don't. I think it's just your
Mm-mm.
average. I mean, yes, dire wolves, they're said to be extinct, but it does. I don't really consider a dire wolf a cryptid because I don't think they've ever been extinct. I think they're first off, they're a known animal. Okay, they're in
Mm-hmm.
the fossil history of the world. So that makes it a legit animal, not a cryptid. Okay. Now,
Right.
you know, this thing, the Lakota, people and the Shawnee people, they have these legends of what we call bear men. And they are, like look like a black bear head or a grizzly bear head, and completely black or brown hair all over its body, and it walks on two legs. So, who knows? I mean, maybe it's a legend coming to life. So,
Well, and you got another aspect to that. When you talk about druids who practice black magic, they've been known to be transform into certain animals, and they had one called a werebear that they transferred into. And it was a big old
yeah,
massive
yeah.
two legged walking bear.
Good evening, Stephen. Good to see you,
Hey
brother.
Candy, it's okay. Stephen, hello. So I mean, yeah, that's wow, that's a cool
Candy, good
picture.
to see you.
That is a really cool picture.
Yeah, yeah. How we doing, Candy? Good to see you. All right. Okay, let's get into some more here. And I'm gonna keep this coming. Now, I don't know if you all know this or not, but I was researching earlier today, and in fact, all day really, this Miami mall shooting. Okay, and
Um,
because there are reports of juveniles fighting each other and gunshots going off and such, and they had sticks in her hand or some crap like that. And how juveniles are going to be. They're going to, if you get a group of them together that doesn't like another group, they're going to fight. Okay. Well, obviously there was a fight. I'm not disputing that at all. Um, but the response of overkill from law enforcement, I think, and the Black Hawk helicopters that were immediately dispatched through the special accesses programs. We all know what those are for.
I
Um,
think I know where you're going.
well, and there were witnesses that said there were beings that were 8 to 10 feet tall and jet black. Okay, like a silhouette. Okay, as they were running out of the mall, some people were shooting at them, and the bullets didn't affect them. Okay. So the police got everybody out of the mall, and there's a video out there because I reviewed it several times that shows a silhouette figure and the police spotlights from the cruisers shining on it, and it shines almost like a silvery color, like a spirit. So it was kind of cool. So, but I did my due diligence and as far as checking it out, and I got a couple stills here. Here's the inside of the mall when the people started hearing the shooting, going down the hall where the one gentleman staring to the right of him. Um, is where the figures were seen, and they were seen after some people shot at the figures inside the mall. The figures chased all those people outside the mall, and there was 3 or 4 of these figures. Now there was only one that was seen outside the mall by law enforcement, and they have it on video. Okay, so that I will say that, is good that they got it on video. But you're going to have some places are reporting that it was something along this lines. Okay, which to me is totally fabricated. Okay.
Yeah, and that goes
This
along with
is
what I
something
said
that our own
earlier
military
that
would put out to say that, you know,
well, like I
so.
said on a month or so back, be prepared for a fake alien invasion.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me while I take a swig of coffee. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Eric. Because we all know that, Operation Bluebeam, the Black Swan is going to be a big fakes event of UFOs and aliens, to panic the masses so we can all go under one world government. Ooh, yay. The way things are going nowadays, you ain't going to get 2 countries to side with each other on the alien thing. And they're starting the legislature starting the process of the investigation hearings again on the UFOs and aliens next week. Starting next Tuesday, I believe, is when they're doing it. But yeah, these images, like this one is fake. I mean, it even says up top, by 7 to 20 feet tall creatures at the Miami Mall. Read more. No, they weren't 20 feet tall. It was specifically said that they were 8 to 10 feet tall. Okay. So, but they are being seen much more often, and, what we've seen is, strange demonic sightings happening all over the place, and it's true. It's true. We are seeing strange demonic entities all over the place. Okay. So I don't know. I mean, would our government do just say a fake alien thing at a mall? I mean, yeah, they would. They most certainly would. I wouldn't put it past them, because after what I've done and seen the military do because of our government, yeah, I wouldn't put it past them. So let's see. Yeah, there's the police response right there. I mean, when you see it, they're trying to say this video debunks it, but that video actually shows it in the red circle when the cops had the thing cornered outside, and it disappeared right in front of their eyes. So either it was a holographic image or a something that was just, I don't know, just some image that they would use to manipulate the public, to scare them and see how the public would react. You see, it all comes down, folks, to our government wants control, total control. When I play those videos about, can you see it? Can you feel it? Have you noticed it yet? Talking about how schools are indoctrination centers and mind programming centers. The food is messed with and bioengineered to keep us subdued and keep some of us more subdued than others. The water is polluted, and most things are polluted, including toothpaste, with fluoride that basically kills our pineal gland cells up there. It crystallizes it. So we are being dumbed down. Okay, it's no wonder that we've forgotten what we were 20,000 years ago. Because we weren't cavemen. All right. there was intelligent life on this planet. So,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm 95% sold on this Miami thing being something that the government would make up. Okay. If they had the means to do it, but I'm 5%, at the point where, you know what? Well, they had that mass sighting in Argentina. They had that UFO incident or that sky incident in Las Vegas, where that family saw 8 to 10 foot tall creatures. And it's just funny how it goes on to this part in Miami, 8 to 10 foot tall creatures too. So, that being said, I'm just, I'm on the fence with it, if it was faked by our government or if it was real. So, obviously, if I was there, I'd be bringing home a body or a scalp, one of the two. It wouldn't bother me any. So,
yeah, I mean, and it's something. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to look away from the camera. I'm just keeping an eye on something out here. It's known that they're going to do that. I mean, you got to think of something that's supposed to be in effect starting the year 2000. Beings that got a lot of hype, they changed the name of it, which is Agenda 21. And how you do that is you got to create a civil unrest where they seize control of everything, and then that's when things start going the way they're supposed to, that they want it to go. I can't remember the new name for it now, but it used to be known as Agenda 21. And a good thing to look at when it comes to that, if you want to know something similar to that, is watch the Hunger Games.
Yeah, true. We've always talked about the Draco and how they are the ones, the reptilian race that is trying to take things over. They are shapeshifters. Okay, they can shapeshift. Not all shapeshifters are called skinwalkers, everybody. I hate to break it to you, but they're not. No more than all Bigfoots are called just Bigfoot. Because you have 4 different distinctive types of them too. So, this would be considered a Draco, okay, but one without wings. Okay, they have the crescent look on, forehead. They have the spikes upon the forehead and the back of the head, and down the center. That would be considered a Draco. Okay, so that's the real bad ones. Let me see here.
Those
as
are the
compared to
interstellar ones.
Yeah. And here's one with the wings, and this could be very well considered a gargoyle. This could be considered a dragon. It could be considered a demon. I mean, there are so many words in our vocabulary that describe this specific creature. Okay, right here. Demon, dragon, reptilian, lizard being. I mean, and on and on and on, there's so many different types too. So obviously, we could be, misconstruing these as demons.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, if I looked at that, if I saw that in a dark room, I'd be shouting demon too, I'd be throwing the anointment oil at it and the holy water at it. And
so, and you got to think too that there's 3 different kinds of them, and there's some of them are. They all hunt humans. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
They all hunt humans, eat humans. They all do. But you got your interstellar, your interdimensional, and your terrestrial ones. And terrestrial ones are the ones that the natives and a lot of other cultures talk about that live underground. They all want the same thing, but your interstellar ones and your interdimensional ones are the shapeshifters. That's the ones that you see a lot of videos of. People with their eyes, all of a sudden their slits will blink because they're trying to breathe. The face is detoured. Yep. That's the ones usually interstellar and interdimensional.
Yep.
Thank you. Hey, where's my deal that was on there?
Was another one that took it out.
Yeah, it was. So you got me the wrong one.
Well, I didn't see you.
Sorry, it's my daughter, you guys. She's getting me some more tea. I'm
That's
still
okay.
got that mucus build up, so I'm still drinking a lot. I forgot to take my inhaler. I need to do that later on.
Yeah, we're not going to be on here long tonight because it's been a rough week, and you know, I want to be able to do, you know, a good show tomorrow morning, and you know, so but yeah, I wanted to come on tonight, especially when I did, because of the whole Tombstone thing, which is it's depressing to me. So and to Tracy and the whole family. So you know,
Candy's got a pretty good question
yeah, he had an excellent personality. And I had him on, you know, and I always supported him when he went on DA's show the one time. I told everybody, you got to go pay this, you know, pay homage to Tombstone being on the show, you know. So he had a good turnout to watch him on that, and you know, but it's sad. It is.
It is.
Tombstone's going to be missed.
Very much. Very, very much. Candy, to your question here, you can actually see it as it happens if you pay attention. So, you know, like I said a few seconds ago, you'll see their pupils squinched together and closed. That's because they're breathing. You'll see their face start to distort a little bit and come back. That's normally the only way you can tell. Other ways I've seen where they had weird looking teeth. It's like they got thousands of different teeth in their head one time, and one moment they don't. You know, that's another common one I've seen on them.
Hey, I got something to tell Scott. Hey, Scott, if we are actually in a simulation or a matrix, how do we know Occam's razor is even real? I'm just saying, you know. I mean, science has lied to us. I mean, just take NASA for instance, okay? Which NASA, you know, you look at their logo, and it literally says Satan. So SA with the red slash as a T, and then AN, Satan. So, but in fact, it's in that one video. Yeah.
There you go. So on another topic, I want everyone's opinion on what we were, blah, blah, blah. If I can even read and talk today. Sorry, guys. I wonder if we were really intelligent beings before being dumbed down, and what if we communicated by telepathically and they created the words we now know. I mean, that is a theory that has gone around for a very long time on that. I've seen that before.
Yeah, there's telepathy is not new. Telepathy is an old ancient secret. There are people that can do telepathy. I used to be able to when I was into the dark arts. The kids in the schoolroom used to be at the chalkboard. We had chalkboards back then. Used to be at the chalkboard, and I'd actually think of the answer for them to put, and I put it in their head, and they would write out the answer that I wrote in their head. I mean, telepathy is a thing. Okay?
Yeah, my great grandmother Smith was full-blooded Cherokee, which was odd because she was racist against Native Americans. I don't know why. And she was full-blooded. It's just a weird deal with her. But you can be looking for something, and her back was turned, and she can tell you exactly where that thing was at. You know, and me and my mom, like when I was in Hawaii and I needed to talk to her, all of a sudden, she would call me. She goes, "You need to talk about something." You know, we'd think it in our heads, and vice versa. I mean, we were the same way together. My mom and I were. You know,
Right.
if she needed to talk or she needed something, I knew it. And then all of a sudden I'd call her or I'd bring something up as I had a feeling you need this. She goes, yeah, I do.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I see we got a celebrity in the house, Mr. Ryan, my brother from my Arizona mother.
Hello, Ryan. How you doing today, bud?
And Juno, I didn't forget
So,
you, but I said your name already. I don't know if you heard me or not, but my brother Juno's in the house. He is literally my brother from New Mexico. So,
what's happening, Juno? I need to make a trip out to New Mexico. I was talking to Jesus Payon, and I want to go up there and do some giant research.
yeah.
I've got to
Well,
get some money up to go up.
yeah, I would love to do that too if I could, but I got to get these tests out of the way and all that and find out what's going on first. So, God willing.
I've got to get the money saved up first. I got a lot of stuff with this economy and crap. I'm way behind. I'm always robbing Peter to pay Paul, so I got to
Yeah.
get my feet back on the ground so I can start saving up money to do stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I plan on making
It's just-
another trip out to Australia again too.
Never been.
Well, I was going to go with Toombs and do some yowie hunting, but that's I may talk to Aussie Sue or Poison Ivy or somebody and go out with them if I go back out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's an interesting, but you know, it's hard to tell the difference between them. You really got to pay attention. It's just like when you got that fake person on, you know, how do I say this without getting in trouble on YouTube? A certain person in charge of a certain entity that they, huh?
Mr. Dementia.
Yes. If you actually watch him, a lot of times he's either AI, he's a clone, or he's got an actor playing him. And you can tell by different things. Like, you know, it's AI whenever he's talking and he doesn't blink for 40 seconds. You know, he's an actor when one earlobe's attached and the other one ain't. Another instance, like I mentioned earlier, where he has different kinds of teeth during each showing. Sometimes it looks like he's got a whole mouthful of them. Sometimes it looks like they're regular. You get to watching little stuff like that. I mean, you get to seeing things, and that's basically the only way you're going to tell the difference between any of that stuff is you really got to pay attention.
Oh, you're welcome, Susan.
You're welcome, Sue.
Yeah.
You know,
I
had to wear this shirt today.
Yeah.
It's my
anyways, well, yeah, we're getting close to that hour mark, so you know, I didn't want to be on any more than an hour tonight because we're gonna have a big day tomorrow. So, and we'll continue the conversation tomorrow wherever we leave off tonight. Just carry it over.
Sounds good.
But yeah, we know sometimes we take people for granted. You know, sometimes we just assume that they're always going to be there. You know, I do that a lot. I really do. It's a big fault that I have. I assume that people are always going to be around, you know, and it doesn't always turn out that way. So, you know, let's remember Tomb the way we want to remember him, the fun-loving and practical joker, and you know, and the type of personality he had, and just, you know, remember him for being that big koala bear, you know. So
I want to have to jam out some heavy metal tonight for him. I'm getting ready to make a playlist on YouTube. I just got there doing a commercial about my NR Jar Book 1, the Emergence book, and it's like, man, I'm going to have to get a bunch of heavy metal music on my YouTube and jam out while I'm doing some writing here in a minute.
All right.
You guys are welcome. Thank you all for coming in tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming in tonight. I'm sorry it wasn't a longer program, but you know, it's been a long, depressing week for a lot of people, and this was just the clincher of having Tombstone pass. It's just the clincher to my week. So it kind of hit me hard. So, but thank
Yeah.
you all for being here, Scott, Griff, David, Ozzy, Sue, Candy, Ryan, the famous one, and Juno, and
Well,
let's see. Well, I know I forgot something. Oh, let there be monsters, Mr. Ryan Tremblay. Let's see. Who else? I know I probably forgot somebody. Oh, come on now. I'm going all the way back into the chat here to try and find out everybody. I know I forgot somebody.
trying to
Anyways, if
remember.
I forgot you, I'm sorry. Penny, that's it. Penny Van and Corey.
No.
Yeah. And all you guys are great for coming in and talking to us. And, you know, one of us may be gone, but, you know, we're still a family. So if anybody needs to talk, just hit me up in my email or in Messenger. Okay. So
And
everybody have a
remember,
great night.
He's always here.
Yeah. Yeah.
He will always
He's
be
always
right
in
here.
our heart. Yep. So everybody have a great night. Get some rest, and we'll see you all in the morning, 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. And I'll have my coffee ready. I hope you guys have yours. We'll see you all in the morning, okay? 11 a.m. Eastern time. Good night, everybody.